Hello, and welcome back to the Reading Foundations course. Today we will work through module number 2. During module number 1, we learned 3 things. We learned the tenets of balanced literacy and workshop teaching and the parts of the mini lesson, which include the connection, teaching point, explicit teaching, active engagement, and link. For your first assignment for module number 2, I want you to put this learning into action. This week, use what you know about the mini lesson to actually plan a lesson with these 5 parts. Then, teach your mini lesson and then reflect on your teaching. How did you feel planning this way? How did your students respond to this type of reading instruction? In this module, we will think about what students do before they can read to learn. How does reading acquisition begin? Today we will learn about phonics and decoding. Think about it. Before Michael Phelps performed in the Olympics, somebody taught him how to swim. And before Lance Armstrong cycled in the Tour de France, someone taught him how to ride a bike. In every area, before we become proficient at a skill, we must first learn the foundations. So today I want to teach you that before students read to learn, they have to learn how to read. They do this by learning phonics and learning decoding. I'm sure you've all heard the word phonics before, but what is phonics? Phonics is the system of relationships between letters and their sounds. You can remember that by looking into the word itself. Do you see the letters P, H, O, N? Phon is the root word for sound. Phon can also be seen in words like telephone and microphone. So phonics is the letter-sound relationship, and it's the foundation of reading words. Take a few minutes to watch this video about phonics. I provided a written close note-taking sheet at Blackboard, which you can use to help you take notes. A written close is one way to support learners with note-taking because learners only have to write a few words on their note sheet, which allows them to better focus on watching the video and learning the content communicated through the media. You can use this worksheet if you'd like, or you can take notes on your own. Once you've watched the video, please hop onto our discussion forum and write what you learned about phonics and describe how phonics is important for reading acquisition. Now that you know what phonics is, take a look at these 2 examples of phonics instruction. Watch these videos to see how teachers could teach these letter-sound relationships. So now you know that one way to teach reading foundations is to teach phonics. But another foundational skill is for students to understand decoding. Decoding is the ability to use multiple strategies to solve unknown words. We teach students strategies such as asking themselves, does that make sense? Using keywords in the sentence to figure out other words, looking for small words inside larger words, such as the small word at inside of the word cat, and the strategy of backtracking or hopping forward to see if the entirety of the sentence can help figure out the tricky word. Take a look at these 2 videos to see teachers explicitly teaching decoding strategies to their students. Your next task is to reflect on another discussion thread. What kinds of mini lessons could you plan with decoding in mind? How could you teach students how to solve for tricky words? There are many decoding strategies students could use. Reading teachers present a repertoire of strategies to their students, and then students can choose to use the strategies that work best for them as readers. Well, that's it for module number 2. Remember, these are the assignments due by our next module. Plan, teach, and reflect on a mini lesson. Watch the attached videos and respond to 2 discussion boards on phonics and decoding. And finally, post your inquiry question and read Growing Readers pages 115 to 138 to learn more about foundational reading acquisition.